So guys, our first exercise of today is it's a listening exercise about food profile. So listen, you tell me, students, if I am sharing the sound with you, okay? Can you confirm for me?
1.7. Emma. Definitely tea. I went to Slovenia on holiday recently.
Silvia, eu acho que tá um pouquinho baixo para mim.
Não dá para escutar, não.
Ficou um pouco baixo? Deixa eu colocar mais. Let me try. Now you tell me.
Não dá para ouvir ainda.
Não dá, né? Então, espera lá. Todos vocês já estão com o PDF? Ou não? Porque senão o que eu posso fazer também? Eu paro de compartilhar esse aqui, o PDF, e jogo esse aqui para a tela. Vocês têm ou não têm? Porque aí se tivesse...
Eu tenho.
Já
Também
tem, Alexandre? Então, vamos tentar assim, que aí pelo menos resolveria em partes. Procura write down the names, mesmo quem esteja sem. Escrevam os nomes aqui dos characters. Já toma nota desses nomes. E aí eu venho e paro de compartilhar essa tela e jogo a outra, só do som. Ok? Ou tira foto, né, dela. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop the sharing of this and I'm going to put the sound. E aí vamos tentar ver a qualidade. Now I'll get another window. Ta-na-na, ta-na-na. Yes. You see? Now let's try again. And now, is it better or not? Melhorou ou ficou a mesma coisa?
A mesma coisa para mim.
Ih, não. Então, nós temos que tentar outro formato, tá? De listening. Então, bom, vamos para o plan B. Vamos ver a parte de textos, outras partes que não precisem de listening, e a gente tenta ver... Pode falar, Franciele, às vezes você tem uma sugestão que nos ajuda.
É porque teve uma época que a gente apresentou uns trabalhos no Meet, e a gente percebeu que quando a gente não compartilhava uma página do Chrome, o áudio nunca ficava bom. Então, a gente sempre tentava colocar em alguma forma no próprio Google, para o áudio sair legal. Aí tem uma opção no próprio Meet para compartilhar uma guia específica do Chrome. Aí o áudio fica ótimo. Mas
Deixa
aí
eu tentar ver aqui, eu estou buscando aqui já. Peraí.
Eu não sei se dá certo de passar os áudios. Aí eu não sei se...
Na verdade, eu entrei aqui, foi em configurações agora, numa parte que tem aqui. Vamos ver se aqui se é no apresentando. Deixa eu puxar o apresentando. Parar essa apresentação e puxar outra. Vou tentar só essa última que você está me sugerindo, aí qualquer coisa a gente... tá mostrando aqui, ó, uma guia ideal para vídeo e animação. Mas acontece... vamos tentar. Me mostrou aqui, ó. English File,
essa daí mesmo.
Os áudios que estão no meu Drive. Vamos ver, então. Olha lá, tá aqui, ó. Quer ver a pastinha de vocês? Vamos ver. 1.7. Ta-na-na. 7. 7.
Emma.
Agora sim.
Definitely tea.
I went to Slovenia on holiday recently and I was staying at a hotel and they didn't have any real English breakfast tea. I really missed it in the mornings.
Sarah.
I absolutely love pasta and I try and eat it whenever I can. So I would find it really difficult to live without pasta. Pasta and pesto is my favourite meal and I have it at least twice a week, normally when my husband's away because he's always telling me not to eat so much pasta.
John.
Yes, quite often. My wife's from Asia, from Indonesia, so we often eat hot food. I love hot food, curries, any Indonesian food. I also love Thai food, like a good green curry.
What is your suggestion for Sarah, guys? Which number of the exercise?
1.
Sarah, look,
Number 2.
Let's think well. Look, let me put it here again. Number 1 talks about pizza, talks about a pizza, talks about... let's listen again. And for John, did you understand for John?
Number 6.
Well, let's play these parts again. I think maybe not. So Emma is done, is number 5. Now let's listen to the other 2 ones.
I absolutely love pasta and I try and eat it whenever I can. So I would find it really difficult to live without pasta.
Something that she can't live without. Which number talks about something that couldn't live without? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 6? Look.
6.
6. So Sarah is number 6. She couldn't live without pasta. She couldn't live without. When we can't live without, it's something we never stay without. Nós não conseguimos ficar sem. So couldn't live without. You see? That's why it's not number 1 or it's not number 2. She says pasta, but she doesn't say pizza or she says pasta. Let's continue and finish this and listen to John.
Pasta and pesto is my favourite meal and I have it at least twice a week, normally when my husband's away because he's always telling me not to eat so much pasta.
John.
Yes, quite often. My wife's from Asia, from Indonesia, so we often eat hot food.
Which number mentions about hot food? Hot food. Number 1 talks about snack, pizza.
Number 2.
Number 2, very good. Number 2, letter C. Very hot food or spicy food. Very hot food. So normally from Taiwan, Thailand, Mexico, so they normally eat spicy food, hot food. For John, number 2. So until now we have Emma number 5, Sarah number 6, John number 2. Let's go.
I love hot food, curries, any Indonesian food. I also love Thai food, like a good green curry.
Rob.
I guess like a lot of people, I tend to eat chocolate in that situation. Chocolate or ice cream, maybe. Definitely something sweet.
What is your suggestion for Rob? Number 2, we know that it's already. Number 5, already. Number 6, we have 1, 3, and 4. What is your suggestion for Rob?
Number 4.
Number 4, why? Why? Who said number 4? Arthur? Leandro?
Yeah, Arthur.
Why, Arthur, is number 4?
Letter A.
Letter A. Please read for us. To cheer? Can you read, Arthur? To cheer yourself up when you are feeling sad.
To cheer yourself up when you're feeling sad.
Very good. Understand, students? Did you understand this part? Like I was explaining, a lot of girls, women, but people in general, they love to eat chocolate when they are unhappy, when they're feeling sad, or something sweet. Okay? So, Rob, number 4. Now we still have numbers 3 and 1. Let's listen. It's not going now. Let me play again. Guys, it's not going. It's not playing. Ele, acho que, não sei, travou aqui, não sei se é no download ou o que foi. Espera lá. Listen again. Let me try this way. Aí eu tento ir só nos 2 últimos. Ih, não. Ele tá me pedindo, foi outra coisa agora aqui já. Pedindo um download, pedindo... Ih, não. Ai, ai. Oh, God. God help us with these audios. One more try. Foi ou ficou atrapalhado o som? Is okay?
Ficou baixo para mim.
Ah lá. É porque aí, let me come back to the meeting, and then... Tá, aí parou de compartilhar, aí vamos lá onde que como a Franciele deu a dica, né, que foi uma dica de ouro. All audio. Number 7. Aquela hora ele não me pedia download, agora pede. Porque, na verdade, o que eu tentei compartilhar com vocês foi os que eu já havia baixado. Estava dentro da pastinha de arquivo do notebook, a pastinha Intermediate, que é o nível de vocês. Mas a gente viu que não funcionou. Talvez teria que ir direto do Google, né? E agora ele está pedindo download, está pedindo... Well, vou tentar uma última vez ainda, se não... Ficou ruim, gente? Ou ficou ok?
Não dá para escutar.
Baixo, né?
Silvia, eu tenho uma sugestão. Você poderia ouvir esse finalzinho e falar para a gente
sobre foi o que eu pensei agora também.
O áudio dá certinho.
Eu mesmo vou fazer para vocês, porque faltam só 2.
Isso
não, eu vou fazer. So, just a minute. James. Only caffeine, which actually I didn't used to be. I used to drink a lot of coffee. But a few years ago, I started noticing that it was causing me headaches. I felt quite badly. I've never been tested. So I stopped drinking caffeine and coffee. And I think I feel better now. So what is your suggestion for James?
3.
Number 3. Yes. Yara, can you read the number 3? Please.
Are you allergic or intolerant to any food? How long have you had the problem?
Okay, very good. So we saw that James is intolerant to caffeine or coffee. Good. Now we have the last one. Sean. Well, I like the spicy ones, but I like the ones with pepperoni. So I always ask them as a boarder in an Italian restaurant. So, which number, Alexandre? For Sean?
1.
Number 1. Can you read what is the option of number 1?
Okay. What's your favorite snack? Pizza topping or sandwich filling?
Sandwich filling. Okay, yes. So in this case is pizza. Pizza topping. He loves pepperoni in the pizza. Sean, okay? So John number 1. Whoops. Emma number 5. Sarah number 6. John number 2. Rob 4. James 3. Sean 1. Yeah, Sean 1. That's it. Finish the exercise, the listening. So let's share it now, the PDF. And then, yeah, the PDF of the book. Gente, para aqueles, né, a gente está na segunda semana, para aqueles que ainda não tiveram tempo, vejam se vocês conseguem, né, para providenciar mais rapidamente aí o PDF, porque já ajuda bem, né? E a gente viu que, por exemplo, aqui, ó, os dias que for usado esse Plan B, vai ser essencial, né, vocês terem o PDF, né, acompanharem. So, listen again and write the answers. Okay. Ask and answer the questions with a partner. What do you have in common? Well, we have this conversation about favorite kind of food that you miss. So now let's discuss about this text. This text we had in the classroom, in the Google Classroom, but we also have these questions. They are great to have a conversation now. Reading number 4. Talk to a partner. What time do you usually get up? What time do you usually have breakfast? What time do you do exercise? So now, guys, you ask yourselves about this, okay? Let's begin with you, Yara. You ask Alexandre. You can choose one here. Any you want.
Alexandre, what time do you usually have a dinner?
I usually have a dinner at 8 p.m.
Okay, very good. Now, Alexandre, you ask Thailise.
Thailise, what time do you go to bed?
I usually go to bed at 11 a.m. or 12 a.m.
PM, no? Thailise.
Ou é meia-noite é 12 a.m., né, Silvia? Fiquei na dúvida.
Ah, meia-noite AM, 11 p.m.
Isso.
Yes, 11 p.m. Great. Thailise, now please ask Arthur.
Arthur, what time do you get up?
Arthur? Go to
Que horas eu
bed.
levanto?
Yes, get up. Yes, it's this.
I get up at 7 a.m.
AM, no? AM?
Isso.
a.m. Please, Arthur, ask, is Luciana here in the meeting? Let me see. Is she? No, I don't think so. Please ask, I don't see Leandro. Please ask Gabriele. Arthur.
Gabriele, what time you have lunch?
Lunch? Meio-dia, não é 12 a.m., é? Eu esqueci como é que fala, meio-dia.
12 p.m. or midday.
Okay. 12 p.m.
Okay, Gabi, ask. Camila.
Camila, what time you dinner?
Do you have dinner?
You have.
Yeah. I usually have dinner at 6 p.m., 6 o'clock.
Okay, good. Camila, please ask Franciele.
Franciele, what time do you usually do exercise?
It depends. I usually exercise in the morning 6:30 a.m. and in night 7 p.m.
Yeah, very good. At night, okay, Franciele?
Okay,
at night. Right. Franciele, ask, let me see, Carol? Ask Marcia. Franciele, ask Marcia.
Marcia, what time do you usually have breakfast?
My breakfast is 7 a.m.
Okay, very good, Marcia. And you, Marcia, ask Yara.
Yara, what time do you usually do exercise?
I usually exercise in 7 or 8 a.m.
Okay, very good, guys. Any question about this? What time do you usually? That's easy, all right? So let's read the article once. Do you or your partner do any of the things in A at the times the article recommends? Because this article, the article is this one. The article recommends us to eat and drink at specific times. Specific times. Maybe it's a different time. Look, eat and drink at the right time. Probably will be a different time that we normally do. So let's read it and then we check some of these questions. We're not going to check all of them because we asked this homework in the Google Classroom. But the text, we can have the reading, okay? So I'm going to read once for you, then I'll call volunteers to read as well. Eat and drink, but at the right time. In our super busy 21st century lives, most of us try to do as much as we can in 24 hours. However, we usually do things whenever it suits us, and experts say that this is disrupting our body's natural cycle, making us feel tired at times when we should feel awake, and vice versa. Science shows that by doing things at the right time, we can be happier and healthier. Have breakfast at 8 a.m. In a recent study, researchers found having breakfast at this time is good for our blood sugar levels. So the food you eat now will give you the energy you need. It's also important not to skip breakfast. Another reason Tim from Sweden suggests that people who ate a regular breakfast as teenagers were 32% less likely to be at risk of heart disease as adults. Don't drink coffee in the morning. Have one at 3 p.m. Most coffee drinkers make a cup as soon as they wake up. However, researchers have suggested that early morning is the worst time to drink coffee because it stops the body from producing the stress hormone cortisol, which we need at this time to help us wake up. The best time to drink coffee or caffeine in general is between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m., when it can make us more mentally alert, according to a study carried out by the University of Sheffield a few years ago. Have lunch between 12 and 2. This is when our body digests food best, because this is when the stomach produces most acid. So it's the ideal time to have your main meal of the day. An experiment by nutritionists at the University of Surrey found that the blood glucose levels after an evening meal were much higher than when people had the same meal earlier in the day, and high levels of glucose can cause diabetes. Have dinner at 7 p.m. Have your evening meal early. It should be delicious. Our sense of smell and taste are the best at this time, but light. And if you want a small glass of wine, have it before dinner at 6:30. Is when the liver is most efficient in dealing with alcohol. And more good times for your body. Ideally, you should get up when the sun rises. When we see daylight, we stop producing the sleep hormone melatonin and start getting ready for the day ahead. Do yoga or go for a walk before breakfast. Do important tasks at 11 a.m. when your brain is working best. Weightlifting sessions are best done at midday. That's when our muscles are strongest. The best time to run or cycle is 5 p.m. when your lung capacity, important for endurance sports, is at its greatest. Go to bed between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. This is when your body temperature starts to go down and the brain begins producing melatonin. So let's check, guys. First, before we try the readings with the volunteers with you now, do you do some of these things? Do you do the same? Who has breakfast at 8 a.m. here in our class, in our group? Who has breakfast at this time? Or do you have before? I have before. At 8, I'm working. I'm teaching.
I have before either.
Yeah, before. It's before. Normally, suppose if you have the first class at 7:10, but even if you have the second class, it's at 8. So we need to have breakfast at 7, 7:20. It's not possible. Maybe on Saturday, sometimes I have, just on Saturday or Sunday, 8, 8:30. Is the same for you guys? Or does anyone have at 8 a.m.? And drink the coffee only in the afternoon. Who does this? Drink coffee at 3 in the afternoon. But you don't drink in the morning. What time? What did you say?
Eu?
Yes, please.
I never drink coffee. Never.
No, really? But do you
Never.
drink tea? What do you drink? Milk? Tea?
I drink milk. And yeah, salt drink.
I love coffee. I have it in the morning, in the afternoon, at least twice a day. At least, sometimes 3 times a day.
Me too. I don't like coffee.
Really,
Me
Francelle?
too.
Yara too? Come on,
I
girl.
don't like.
Oh,
I love cappuccino.
cappuccino,
Me
yes.
too.
I love
Yeah.
coffee black.
Oh,
Café tradicional, preto.
oh, you,
Preto e
you love,
amargo.
Yara. Okay, good. Yeah, I love the traditional espresso, cappuccino. I have coffee with milk. Say, Camila. Would you like to say something else about having coffee? But I don't wait afternoon to drink. I drink in the morning. I make and I drink. I make and drink. Well, what else does the text tell us? So about the coffee, it says that the most appropriate time is 3 p.m. What about the lunch? The lunch is the same for you? Between 12 and 2 p.m. Or is it earlier? When is your lunch time? For me, normally it's 12. Sometimes a few minutes before, but normally
Me
12. So,
too.
yeah, 12. Because like I work in the morning, like my sons, they study, sons study in the morning. So before 11:45, 40 is impossible. I mean, the family to eat. Anybody else who would like to say, like, I normally have lunch at 1, at 12:30. What is your lunch time?
How I can say, no, can I say 11:15?
11:15.
11:15? When I use quarter.
A
When?
quarter, yeah, you can say a quarter to. You can say a quarter past 11, 11:15, or a quarter past 11. Every time we use 15:45, we can substitute by using a quarter past or a quarter to. Like sometimes we have lunch at a quarter to 12, or in my house, we have lunch early. We have lunch at 11:15, suppose. Okay, guys. Anybody else would like to talk about the lunchtime and dinner? Dinner at 7 p.m. What can you say about the time of dinner?
And I have a dinner at 9 or 10 p.m.
It's late, Yara, because you study, yes? Yeah.
Yes.
You study in the evening, study at night, so yeah. What about you, Thailise? When do you normally have lunch, or do you have just a snack and it's not a dinner? Sorry, dinner, not lunch.
I usually don't dinner. I usually drink milk or snack.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, some people, some families, just a snack or something light. The text tells us about something light. Yeah, in my house too, we don't repeat exactly what is lunch, but sometimes just pancakes or a salad in the meat, a pie, something like this. Yeah, not the same as lunch. Lighter, it's lighter. But let's practice the reading now. Let's divide for you the parts as volunteers. Who like to read the first part? This part in green. Who can read for us?
I.
Okay. So yeah, the first one in green. The part of breakfast. Who's going to read? Have breakfast. Who like to read about breakfast? Breakfast time. Then, oops. Then the coffee, about coffee. Let's go, guys. Who like to read? Fran, Franciele, Márcia, Alexandre.
I read o primeiro tópico, have breakfast.
So, Franciele, have breakfast.
Yes.
Márcia, can you read about the coffee? Don't drink coffee. Alexandre, have lunch. Alexandre, have lunch.
Okay.
12. Alexandre. Gabriele, can you read have dinner at 7 p.m.?
Yes.
And then, let me see. More good times for your body. Camila, can you read more good times? We can divide. We can share this part for you and Thailise, or for you and Arthur.
Yes.
Okay, so you read. Let's check how many topics we have here. 6 topics. You read until best, and then Arthur the other part. Let's go. So Yara begins.
Eat and drink, but at the right time. In your super busy 21st century lives, most of us try to do as much as we can in 24 hours. However, we usually do things whenever I suit us, and experts say that time is disrupting our body's natural cycle, making us feel tired at time when we should feel awake, and vice versa. Science shows that vice versa. Great. Vice versa. Science shows that by doing things at the right time, we can be happier and healthier.
Very good. The sound of TH, healthier. Great, Yara. Now, Franciele.
Have a breakfast at 8 a.m. In a recent study, como pronuncia essa palavra? Researchers found having breakfast at this time is a good for our blood sugar levels. So the food you eat now will give you the energy you need. It's also important not to skip breakfast. Another research then from
Tim
from como pronuncia?
Sweden
Suggested that people who ate a regular breakfast as teenagers were 32% less
32%
less likely to be at risk at health disease as adults.
Okay, very good, Franciele. Just heart disease. Heart disease. And 8, the past tense of it, 8. 8, okay. Yeah, that's it. Very good. Now the next I called Marcia, or was Gabriele? Marcia, I think Marcia. Don't drink
coffee in the morning. Have on at 3 p.m. Most coffee drinkers make a cup as soon as they wake up. However, researchers have suggested that early morning is the worst time to drink coffee because it stops the body from producing the stress hormone cortisol, which we need at this time to help us to wake up. The best time to drink coffee or caffeine in general is between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. when it can make us more mentally alert, according to a study carried out by the University of Sheffield a few years ago.
Very good, Marcia. been practicing the pronunciation. Ah, well done. Now, Gabriele, Gabi, have lunch? I'm not sure. Era Gabriele mesmo? Or other student? Yeah.
Era o Alexandre, não?
I think it's me.
Oh, Alexandre, yes. Sorry about it. Alexandre.
Have lunch between 12 and 2. This is when our body digest food best, because this is when the stomach produces most acid. So it's the ideal time to have your main meal of the day. An experiment by nutritionists at the University of Surrey found that blood glucose levels after an evening meal were much higher than when people had the same meal earlier in the day, and high levels of glucose can cause diabetes.
Diabetes or diabetes. Very good, Alexandre. Now next.
Have dinner at 7 p.m. Have your evening meal early. It should be delicious. Your sense of smell and taste are at their best at this time, but light. And if you want a small glass of wine, have I before dinner has a 6.5 is when the liver is most efficient at dealing with alcohol.
Okay, very good, Gabi. Dealing, okay, the pronunciation, dealing. Efficient, very good. Just one more, evening. Okay, the sound of E. Franciele, I forgot to tell you, breakfast. The adequate pronunciation, breakfast. Okay, the sound of E, breakfast. Okay, guys, very good. Now coming. Yeah, Camila, Arthur. More good times for your body.
It's me?
Yes, please.
Have a dinner at 7 p.m. Have your evening meal early. I'm sorry.
I think it's here, yeah. More good times.
I read just
yeah, more good times. No problem.
Ideally. Oh,
ideally.
You should get up when the sun rises. When we see daylight, we stop producing the sleepy hormone melatonin and start getting ready for the day ahead.
Ready, Camila, ready. The sound of R, ready. Okay, yes. Now?
Do yoga or go for a walk before breakfast. Do important tests at 11 a.m. when your brain is work best.
Very good. Now, Arthur? Weightlifting?
Here. Best done. Sessions are best done at midway when your muscles are strongest.
Muscles, Arthur. Muscles. Muscles are strongest.
Time. Run or click. 5 p.m. when your lung capacity important for endurance sports is greatest.
Please, Arthur, repeat the beginning here. The best time to run or cycle? I didn't understand the beginning. O seu áudio parece que logo que você começa a falar, ele falha um pouquinho. But okay, if you can repeat the best time.
Time to run.
Yes. Or cycle.
Or cycle.
Run, okay? To run, cycle. And now the last, Arthur. Go to bed.
9 p.m. and 11 p.m. when your body temperature starts down and the body begins producing.
And brain begins.
Brain begins
Producing. Melatonin. Melatonin. And repeat here. Body temperature.
Body
temperature. Okay. Okay, guys. Very, very good. Thanks for our participation of you all. Any question about vocabulary, guys, that you didn't have time to search or you didn't understand? Because this is part of the homework. We can check about some of these questions now. Let me see. Alexandre, please, can you ask Marcia the number 1 of the questions?
Okay. Marcia, why it is important to have breakfast every day when you were a teenager?
Why it's important, Marcia? Breakfast. Look.
Deixa eu entender, ele me perguntou, eu tô meio perdida aqui.
Why is it important? Por que é importante ter o café da manhã todos os dias quando você é adolescente? When you are a teenager.
Aí eu tenho que explicar em cima desse texto que a gente leu?
Yes, Yeah, we have the answer here. Look, these lines, Marcia. People who, so we would use because, in the beginning of the answer, because people.
Peraí, tô achando aqui.
Yeah, I'm showing for you. Because people, it's here on the screen. Did you see?
Não, tô perdidinha, não sei.
Well, let me see. Any helpers? But today is our first class, Marcia. Don't worry. Yeah? Then next week will be better. Who can help find the answer, guys? Because... Yes, Alexandre, go ahead. Because people, look here. Who wait?
Só segundo.
Yes.
Because a teenager has 32% less likely to be at risk of heart disease as adults.
As adults, very good. So is this, Marcia and classmates. They were 32 less likely. A probabilidade 32% menos, ela é menor. For the ones...
Coração, no caso?
Heart disease, de doença cardíaca, quando adultos. If they have breakfast every day when they are teenagers. That's it. Okay? So all the questions here, we can find the answers in the text. We can. Now, Marcia, ask number 2 for Arthur about the caffeine. What effect?
Da cafeína é essa abaixo aqui?
Yes, number 2, this question. What effect?
Ah, sim, agora que eu tô me encontrando aqui, desculpa, gente.
The questions, Marcia, question, yeah, about the text.
Arthur,
No problem.
what effect does caffeine have on us if we drink it between 2 and 5 p.m.?
Okay. Now the caffeine, the effect of, yeah. Then Arthur, what can you answer? Look, I'm showing. It can, look here, Arthur. At this part, make us, do you need help, Arthur? Or can you see?
When it can make us more mentally
Alert.
alert.
Alert, yes, this. It can make us more mentally alert. It's not necessary to say, according to a study, no, it's not necessary. Until alert. Arthur, please ask Kailisi, the number 3.
Talise, what's the difference between having steak and chips for lunch and having it for dinner?
For dinner.
Essa não tava, eu não tinha feito, Silvia, mas eu acho que seria...
Oh, let's, but can you answer? We can go to number 4.
The lunch is when your body digests food best?
Yes, very good. Yeah, your body digests the food best, in the best way. And in the evening, at night, our body is slower. The digestion is slower. Very good. Yeah, I didn't put in the homework. Thailise, now you ask Camila, the number 4.
Why should an early evening meal be delicious?
Our sense of smell and taste are at their best at this time, but light.
Very good, Camila. Yeah, are the best at this time. Camila, ask number 5, Franciele.
Franceli, what's the best physical activity to do? Early in the morning, in the afternoon?
In the morning, do yoga or go for a walk before breakfast. In the afternoon,
Yeah, these are these.
Are best done at middle.
Yeah. The midday, the weightliftings. Yeah, weightliftings, midday or afternoon, and run too. Franceli, run, cycle. Yeah.
Yes.
Great, Franceli. Number 6, ask, please ask Gabriele. 6.
Gabi, why does the body produce melatonin?
Why? Do you know, Gabriele? Or do you need help? Do you want help? Eu acho que a Gabriele saiu, ou caiu, né, alguma coisa. Yara, can you answer, please?
To sleep?
Yeah, to sleep. When our body, the temperature starts go down, the melatonin is the most important hormone to sleep. Very good, Yara. Okay, guys, all of you, very good. Number 6, search the text and find 6 parts of the body. Which do we, letter A, have one of. Letter B, two of. Letter C, more than two of. Number one, that we have only one.
Não entendi.
Only one. Let me explain better to you. If necessary, I use Portuguese. The parts of our body, suppose we just have one mouth, only one. But we have two ears, we have two eyes. So in the text is mentioned some things, some parts that there is only one in our body. Like here is the beginning, esse aqui é o comecinho da palavra, ó. H-E. It's the beginning of the word. Sometimes we have two in our body, three, depending. Talvez a gente vá ter até, sei lá, mais do que dois, três ou mais, ou muitos. It's a different exercise. We want to think for a while. Any suggestion for the number one? Heart, very good. Heart. The first one, yes, great. The first one is heart, the heart. Yeah, it's here. Let me change the color. Deixa eu ver se eu consigo trocar essa cor aqui no meu recurso, porque aí a gente iria... Deixa eu ver se ele puxa. Não tá querendo me mostrar outra corzinha, não. Deixa aí com essa outra canetinha aqui. Ele vem aqui, olha lá, heart. Eu tentei trocar o recurso, mas... Tá, vamos ver, parece que agora vai. Heart for the first. Oops. Eu pedi que não. Heart. Não, não quero isso, não. Ele botou um recurso aqui como assinar. Não, não é isso, não. Não, não quero isso, não. Quero o meu recurso anterior mesmo. Seria aqui. Vamos pegar este. Heart. Yes. Heart. And what else? E o que mais que a gente pode achar?
Stomachache.
Yes, stomach. Não, agora eu tô apanhando dele.
Stomach ou stomach? Stomachache é a dor, não é?
Stomachache é a dor. Stomach. Seria só stomach mesmo. Deixa eu ver se ele me mostra aqui um pouquinho mais embaixo. Have breakfast. Heart. Tanana, nanana. Stomach. Have lunch. Yeah, stomach. What else can you find? What else, guys?
Brain.
Brain, yeah. Our brain, nosso cérebro, né? Na hora que eu puxo, ele puxa muito. Não tá fácil, não, dar aula com esse PDF, mas nós vamos tentar. Ele puxa, ele vai de uma vez, ou ele vai muito lento. Deixa eu tentar passar por aqui. Yeah, brain, for the number 4 would be brain. So, heart. Eu queria agora que era escrever. Peraí. Deixa eu fechar esse aqui. E aí eu peço outro recurso. Vamos lá. Vamos nesse aqui. Use another. Heart. Then, for the number 2. Stomach.
Silva, it's liver. Liver.
Liver, very good. O fígado. Great, Alexandre. Liver. What else? Brain, that you said. Brain.
Muscle.
Muscles, yeah, we have a lot in our body. Muscles. And the one we need to breathe.
Lung.
What is it? Lung. Great. Okay, guys. So this is the answer for the letter D, for parts of the body. Now, letter E. Answer the questions with a partner. Please, Arthur, you ask Thailise, the number 1. Do you believe we're here? Look, we're here. Number 1. Do you believe?
É para mim fazer a pergunta para ela?
You ask Thailise, yes. And then Thailise will ask number 2, another student.
Thailise, do you believe in all the information in this article?
Why?
Why? Not if the people from your own experience.
Guys, the dogs.
Sylvia, Thailise goes out.
Huh?
Thailise goes out.
Okay, so you can ask Yara. You can ask Yara. Yara, you can answer if you agree or not with this article.
Oh, I believe, but I don't examples.
Yeah, I believe you. I believe too, me too, but not all the things that I do. Yeah, some of the, yes, guys, we need to reflect about, think. Now, Yara, you ask the number 2 for Alexandre.
Alexandre, how you consider change in for your
Eu acho que o Alexandre saiu também. É o horário, né? Saiu. Ask Márcia. Vamos encerrar nesses 5 minutinhos aí.
How do you consider change in of your habits based on this information?
I consider I don't change. Como é que eu vou? I get up early. I get up early. I drink coffee. I exercise.
Okay, Marcia, you do some of the things the text suggests. Yeah. But sometimes impossible to do everything, I think. Yeah. So now, guys, we have another listening. We have a text about Mariana. Then we're going to look at the photos and extracts from an interview with her. And with your friend, with your classmate, we say how you think she finishes each sentence. So first, let's talk about Mary. I'm going to read with you just this introduction. Mariana is a chef. She has a restaurant in London. And then we can do this activity next class. And I'll put it, you use your last minutes to do the homework. Usaria os últimos minutinhos, né? Queria até 19:10, 19:08, para vocês acessarem alguma coisa no Classroom, né? Que ainda não tenham conseguido fazer. So I'm going to read just this introduction and present you the photos. Mariana Leva-Ditek. She's the head chef at Morito, a very popular restaurant on Hackney Road in London. She was born on the island of Crete in Greece. Her father was a Cretan fisherman, and her mother was Scottish. Together, they ran a seafood restaurant, which is where Mariana spent most of her childhood. So here, Mariana says a sentence, and we are going to listen and complete. We ate fish every day, which, then in the listening. We boil it and ate it with, let me see if it's easy, because I don't think, maybe not so. 1.A. Let me see. Interromper, vamos ver se dá certo só esse último. Guia from the audios. Franciele, adorei sua dica. Torcer para elas darem sempre certo, né?
Ah, essa sempre dá certo, do áudio, sim.
Vocês vão me falar se vai puxar o do 8, ó, agorinha. Vamos ver se ele vai conseguir. Olha lá.
1.8.
Saiu legível? Audível?
Sim.
Yes.
Part 1.
With me today, I have Mariana Livaditaki, head chef of Marito Restaurant in Hackney. Hello.
Hello.
Mariana, what was your favourite food when you were a child?
Well, at home we ate a funny mixture, and because of my parents, fresh fish, bacon and eggs for breakfast on Sundays, and traditional apple pies. But my favourite was fish. We ate fish every day, which my dad caught. In fact, my dad...
We ate fish every day, which did you understand? Which
That's cool.
My dad caught, the past tense of catch, yeah, the verb catch in the past, caught. Listen this small part.
And traditional apple pies. But my favourite was fish. We ate fish every day, which my dad caught. In fact,
Which my dad caught. Guys, her dad was a fisherman. So, which my dad caught. Very good, is the way to complete here. But I'm not sharing, porque eu não estou compartilhando, eu estou compartilhando agora é o sound. Então, number 1, which my dad caught. Now let's see if you can understand the number 2.
Dad still goes fishing every night.
Wow.
Yeah, we were really lucky because not all families could do that, could eat fish every day. Even on an island, fish is expensive, unfortunately.
Did your dad catch fish for the family or for the restaurant?
For both, except for lobsters. When he caught a lobster, he never sold it. It was always for us. We boiled it and ate it with lemon and olive oil. You don't need anything except...
About the lobster, we boiled it and we boiled it and ate it with lemon. She mentioned something about lemon. Listen again. This is the lobster. Remember that we saw last class. Let me repeat this small part again.
Catch fish for the family or for the restaurant?
For both, except for lobsters. When he caught a lobster, he never sold it. It was always for us. We boiled it and ate it with lemon and olive oil.
With lemon and olive oil. Lemon and olive oil. So let me stop this.
Excuse me, Sylvia. I class now. I have class now.
We're going to finish now. Let's finish, and then we can stop the meeting, and I'll complete there for you these 2 listenings. We stop here for today. So guys, bye-bye for you. Thanks for your attention. The meeting was recorded, and I can post there for you. Okay, have a nice weekend. Yes,
eu tenho que postar as atividades na turma 10 ou na turma 11 no Classroom? Porque eu tô na 11 e eu vi que tinha atividade lá, mas eu não sabia se a 10 também tinha.
Vamos fazer o seguinte, let's put you in this group of the classroom. Eu te mando o código e você entra nele, acho melhor, porque aí para o nosso controle, né? Só na hora de lançamento mesmo, lá na hora que efetiva a transferência, aí sim, ok?
Tá.
Bye bye for you, girls.
Bye bye.
Bye bye, gente.
For you too.